in Fan to Train, episode 158. You doing good, bud?
I'm doing fine. How about you?
Good. Hey, bud, I got some crazy news. I got some crazy news to tell you. Get what we're going to be getting this Tuesday and Wednesday here. We're going to be getting snow.
Oh, I see.
First time in 7 years. They're saying... They are saying that we're going to have between 3 to 12 inches of snow, depending on what area you're in. You know? Go.
Speaking of snow, we have some interesting news coming out United States. It's only a day away for the inauguration to start.
Oh, I know. 2 days from now.
Yeah, and it's going to be the first inauguration to be indoors.
Gee, what is going on with your boy? All I just heard was a robot voice there for a minute, bud.
I'm not sure if the connection is fine.
Yeah, it's a connection. Like I just heard like the noise, you know.
Yeah, it's not really that far, but it's you as well. It can't even. It's like cutting up right now.
Ah, but Brightline, we got some good news on the railroad. I seen you 2 articles talking about this. Did you read them? They're... Oop, hold it. Like, you ever heard of the mountain division from Maine to Vermont? What?
Yeah, I heard about the Vermont railroad system.
You're talking about the mountain division. But I just sent you an article, like... Well, let me resend it to you.
I still have that open. No, I opened it up. Still have that.
Well, it's looking super promising. Like, because this rail line been inactive since the late 90s, like 99, early 2000. This line been inactive for so long. Over 27 years. And this line about to get reactivated. Like... Mm-hmm.
Like, seriously.
Like, read the article. Like, read it. I just sent it to you.
Alright. Vermont Rail System began its freight services to northern New Hampshire. The company last spring announced plans to over the New Hampshire Central Railway, which runs through back Whitefield. Yeah, that's how they set up. They are working to restore rail service between Whitefield and Gilman, Vermont, as well as exploring the idea of possibly connecting rail lines from St. Johnsbury to Whitefield.
Like, literally, it's crazy because it's gonna bring a lot of money in, and it's gonna be economy abuse. It's gonna boost the economy in them area because lumber is on the rise in that area again, you know? Like,
yeah.
You see, they're a comeback. You get what I'm saying?
So, yeah. Okay, I actually opened another article about progress on Scranton, New York City rail service.
Oh, yeah, that one, too.
The next steps are being to take the Scranton to New York City rail corridor into reality.
Mm-hmm. You know...
Scranton to New York and Central Valley. to New York Penn Station after the rail corridor by construction line fence.
Brightline,
Announced.
Dean.
One of the 5 projects in the nation to reach that milestone.
Alright, do you know what that mean? That means the Lackawanna cutoff is going to be reactivated. They're going to be rebuilding that. Like, that 2 rail lines that are actually going to be getting rebuilt in our lifetime. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Like, it's super crazy. Am I right? Like,
Yeah. Let's not forget about the Tennessee Pass as well.
oh yeah.
I heard there's some talks about it, but let's see how that goes.
Oh yeah, Tennessee Pass and another one that in our lifetime might get reactivated because freight is building back up. Like, we're having a comeback in people and freight traffic. Like, freight traffic is on the rise. And let me be honest about this. With freight traffic being on the rise, that's a big sign, you know? Like, you're going to have, like, more track. Like, they're going to have to reopen a lot of lines that have been shut down for almost 50 to 60 years, you know? So we're going to be seeing lines.
Yeah.
We're going to be seeing lines that have not been operated since the 1970 and 80 be reopened for heavy traffic, you know? Ain't
Yeah, exactly.
and that a good thing, you know? Like, I remember last year, 4 different rail lines last year were rebuilt and reopened. And it looked like that trend is going up, you know? Oh,
I think that Sabbath's been kind of arrested.
oof. That sucks.
Yeah, Sabbath's probably got arrested. Although it's not related to rail at all, it's just an airline. Jeez.
Mm.
Talk about jeez. Talk about that airline service.
Oh, I know. But also, it's super exciting knowing what is going to go on. Like, super exciting, you know?
Yeah. Let's see how.
Jeez! The audio. That audio is not playing around, you know?
Yeah.
Alright, let's do it over on Messenger. Brightline, I'm going to call you from Messenger. Let me call you from Messenger. Like, yeah, I'm going to call him over there. Like, Jesus Christ, the robot voice. Like, alright. There we go. Oop. Like that, it's some robot voice. Like, wow. Ooh. A little hot with that. If y'all don't know, we have the heater on. But, hooey boy. Looking a little hot. But, alright. But, yeah. We're moving it over to Messenger because it's easier over here. But, it's super exciting. Like, literally, we are having rail line reactivated left and right. Most of them are in New England, which it's mind-boggling. Like, no joke, mind-boggling. It's something to look forward to, that for sure. Oop. But, yeah. Oop, alright. There we go. Oop, alright. Let's try it again. Alright. Ooh. Ooh, there we go. I just popped my neck. But yeah, we're moving it over to it one. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, that much better. I don't hear the robot voice now.
The problem is that my phone was connected to these headphones as well on Bluetooth.
That explains everything, but let's get back to...
Also, it's cloudy today, so...
Yeah, but let's get back to what we were talking about. Like, it's so crazy that Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine it reactivated a rail line that have not seen trains since the late 90s and early 2000s. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Like, literally. Now, what they're doing is they're going to be replacing the old rail because in order to reactivate the line and rebuild it from the ground up, they're going to have to fix the rail because the rail that the line was built with was light rail. You know, light rail, stuff that you can't operate heavy locomotives on. So what they're doing is they're going to be replacing all the light rail with heavy rail and rebuilding a line, you know. So this is a full rebuilding of the rail line from the ground up, you know. And the crazy thing is that Vermont and Maine and New Hampshire, even though the rail line that bought the line is the Vermont Rail, they have like a big investment in a way. Like, it's just super, super crazy. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
And it's big. It's real big. You know what I'm saying? Right there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's really big. Well, I was watching a video the other day about foam retards, actually. The foam retards.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like, why the heck? Why are we having some stupid people in our rail fanning community, in the rail fanning community? Why?
I know, like, there one person and he hit, like, I can't remember his full name, but his profile pic is of a BN unit, you know? I can't remember his name. But...
You mean Heist?
No. Heist and none of my, like, good God, Heist...
Like, BNSF 1498? Like...
Yes, him.
Oh, yes.
The guy...
I watched this video as well.
Like, his videos are funny.
Yeah.
Like, but he also had to, him and another rail fan who in Canada, we had to call out the bad controversy with, you know, another rail fan that turned out not to be true. And they had to update on. Then you got the, and I'm going to bring it up. You had a lot of the other stuff too. Like, it's been fucking crazy with all the stuff that been going on in the rail fanning community, like the controversies and stuff. Heck, I'm still betting on the Heist controversy. Like, that one I'm actually waiting on because I already know with him protecting pedophiles on his Discord and he right now trying to cover it up, it will see the right light of day, that for sure. And when it does, I hate to say it, he's going to go down like Mini Lad. We're going to be watching a Mini Lad 2.0, but in the rail fan community, which it's going to be a yikeser, you know? Like, and to be honest, like, the guy got a good Kirk, but, you know, with how he acted, it don't feel right. Like, I have seen how he treated other, you know, like, people in other rail fanning community and railroad community on other side of the world, like when he went to Bosnia. I can't say it word properly. You know, the country of Bosnia. Oh my God. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Do you know there were people, I would talk to someone who actually lived there in the rail fanning community and seen his video, who live in the area. He talked to some people who met Height and and I'm glad he bilingual. He told me some of them wanted to punch the hell out of him, you know? So,
I see.
I'm sorry, but what he think it cool, what he did over there, I hate to break it with him, but the Rail fans over there in Europe do not like him for his shenanigans, you know?
I see.
And you want to know who he remind me of? Jake Paul. He remind me of Jake Paul, but in Rail fan form, or former form.
I see. I see.
But it did been
See,
crazy.
I mean, like, if there's some people who look at us like in a weird way possible, for example, there's some real fans that there's some people who think about as of rail fans as these crazy people who were obsessed with trains, but yeah,
We're just
there are
like
some people who go,
we're just like anybody else. Like, let me be honest. It did that. I won't like we're the one always getting looked at weird when there are other people who are just as bad. You know.
yeah, I can see why people kind of look us kind of look down like that, look us down like that.
Oh, hi.
Yeah, it's a.
Oh, I meant Brightline. My bad. You're gonna laugh at it, but when I started talking about the heist stuff and how it will affect heist in the future and all that, you remember when I talked about that on Christmas Day?
Yeah.
I literally lost 20 subscribers to calling him out.
Holy smokes.
Like, really? I got someone butthurt and can't face the truth, you know?
Ooh.
Like,
Got called out by 20 subscribers.
yeah, 20 subscribers just because, like, I'm back up to around 631. Like, that my new high now, you know? I'm only 69 subscribers away from 700. And the goal this year, and I'm gonna bring it up, is to get to around 700, maybe 750. You know. But if I get up to 800, that's a crazy like 200 in 1 year. You know. But here, Jane, I just don't want to bother with the high stuff right now because I already know it coming. You know.
Yeah.
It only a matter of time before the ugliness come out, you know? And here, Jane, I'm going to say it. The moment that it come out and everybody realize the bad stuff, you already know who video they're going to start looking at when they realize that someone called them out before it even happened. Me, you know? Ain't that funny?
Yeah. They'll come back. They'll come back eventually to see that guy actually said what's true.
Heck, I remember the whole thing with the Mr. Beast stuff with that one YouTuber who called Beast out about his friend and how it would come back and bite him. A lot of people unsubscribed to him and just hated him for calling Mr. Beast out. And then a whole year later, shit hit the fan and everybody came back and apologized and realized he was right. You remember all of that?
Yeah.
Like, it did the same thing right here, I guarantee you. But...
yeah, David, I actually sent you something on Discord.
Curse meme, ain't it?
No, it ain't a curse meme. It's a library that I just made. A paint scheme.
Pan Am Air, which eventually became, you know, Pan Am Railway.
Yeah. I mean, like, I was kind of like, geez, what happened to this airline? Like, seriously.
Bankruptcy, money, you know?
I mean, like, the CEO they failed to adapt. Now we have these crappy airlines.
Oh, I know. Like, literally, like, I had to clean the back of my camera.
Listen, out of all the airlines running right now, JetBlue is the best. And they're not even a legacy carrier.
I know. Like I'm trying to tell them to play on live stream, but Jesus, when I get better system, I might work it better in. But let me get back to what I was saying. It that
Yeah.
Pan Am, what a good name. Then it failed. Then it became a railroad. Then CXX bought it out. You know.
It's still a subsidiary, so Pan Am is still, well, CSX bought it, but it's still out there. They think that it's defunct. I'm like, nope, it ain't. It ain't. It actually defunct independently, but it's still a subsidiary under CSX.
Oh, Brightline, I just sent you a photo of the newspaper up in Vermont, in the Northeast, talking about the stuff that I'm just talking about with the rail system. Like,
Okay.
railway company plan to revamp a two-state freight operation.
You know what? I think Pan Am should actually expand to that region as well.
Brightline Pan Am did. They used to own the rail line up there. The Mountain Division, you've been owned by Penn Central. Or not Penn Central, but Pan Am. You know?
I see.
You never knew that? Like, Pan Am
know that.
Pan Am went up to Maine, Vermont, and New Hampshire too, you know?
Jeez. Listen, if Pan Am could actually own the entire Northeast corridor, that could be great.
Oh, it would be crazy, you know? Hey, Brightline, you're going to laugh at this. Well, me and Velvet Eden at Zaxby, the Zaxby not far from here, they had this on their wall. Look at it.
Yo, I'm at coastline. Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Alabama, Florida, and Georgia. Oh, yeah.
That dope bad fuck. You know?
Yeah, I remember the ACL actually ran FBC trains as well that go all the way up to New York.
Mm-hmm.
And ACL had a partnership with the FBC.
Oh, I know. Oh, right, wrong.
Yeah.
Saying it. But it did crazy when you did think about it. But because let's be honest, there is a lot of rail infrastructure we have, you know, completely destroyed, you know? Like, like I always say that we destroyed our infrastructure because of the car, you know? Oh, Brightline, look at the meme right here.
PDC trip optimizer? What are you talking about? This is 1955 and you're on the limited. Are you feeling okay, buddy?
Someone who looked like they went back in time. Also, here a cat meme.
Cake up here, so Fluffy does not sit on.
And Fluffy found a way.
Cake up here, so Fluffy does not sit on.
And
yeah, I'm not sure about that, bruh. No needs to change the sign. In fact, that cat kind of, that cat looks like to people like, this is my spot now.
Cats are something else, like, you know?
Yeah. They're kind of like, sometimes they could actually do random stuff. My pet cat actually showed her phone.
I know. Hey,
My cat literally forgot her tongue was out. No joke, it happened.
Hey,
I'm like, what the heck?
Hey, Brightline, you're gonna laugh at it, but I'm gonna bring it up. Can you believe I'm at 600 subscribers now?
That is crazy, bro.
I'm at 631 subscribers, you know? Like, it have not even been a month yet, and I already got almost 40 subscribers. Actually, 50 to be more exact. Like, just a big comeback. Like, ain't that crazy? Like, every year, and I'm going to bring it up, it's up and a half note every year. Toward the end of every year, I always have a small decrease in subscriber, but toward the beginning of the new year, after that small decrease, I have like a humongous, like, increase, you know?
Yeah.
Ain't that crazy? But
Yeah.
it's crazy, ain't it? But
I mean, I was watching a video about. I was watching another video.
hey, Brantline, look at this.
Oh, hold on. Corporate. Yeah, that makes sense. BNSF Railway.
That's funny. Also, look at this curse meme.
Ah. Yeah, that could have been a Florida thing.
Not in the mountains.
Holy smokes. I bet that guy was from Florida. Whoever's carrying this, I bet that guy was born in Florida. Yeah, during the hurricane season, I've seen a lot of weird stuff. Down in Florida.
Ain't it's funny, ain't it?
Yeah, haven't you heard a wiener on I-95?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that was in Florida.
Hey, Brantline, guess what? Wiener down, wiener down. Do you remember that meme? Do you remember that meme?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
Here it is. Here it is. If y'all don't know, I made a meme with Genesis right here. But do you remember that meme right there? Wienermobile down. I repeat, Wienermobile down.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, that guy. I mean, like, imagine seeing that Wienermobile down. I told you twice. Now it won't fit in my garage.
Bro, like, didn't you, if you ever win a locomotive, you know?
I gotta ask you something. How did that CSX ended up in somebody's garage? That's a question.
Long story short, is that their track stops right behind that tree line. The train track dead stopped, and that a why. What happened is the conductor forgot to stop, and the train went right off the tracks, crashing right into the garage, you know?
Holy smokes.
Did it up in New York State.
Holy cannoli.
Talks about a oopsie daisy right there, am I right?
Yeah, about those, speaking of CSX, I remember when I was 11 years old, I went to take a photo in front of a CSX locomotive. It happened to be stationed there.
Oh,
So, I took some photos. I was like, should I touch the locomotive or should I not? Should I not?
Brightline, you're gonna laugh at it, but I actually have touched a front of a locomotive before.
Wait, seriously?
Yep. 2 years ago, we had a train parked out down at the train depot, and it was crewless, you know, because the crew ran out of time and they left the train parked. I was walking back home from the bus stop, so I took a photo right by touching the front locomotive. You know?
Yeah.
Did a little foam routine. So, alright, be right back. I gotta let the dogs in. 1 minute.
Alright.
Inside! Alright, I'm about to come back. I had to let the dogs in. It started raining again. Alright, I'm back.
Oh, right. Listen, David. When I was 11 years old, I was taking photos in front of a locomotive. It was parked. And I'm like, should I touch it or should I not? I decided to not touch it because, listen, if I touched that thing, I would have been in real trouble.
Well,
I thought I was going to be in real trouble. So I stopped. I stopped. So I actually touched. So I didn't touch. So I did not end up touching that locomotive.
well, because where we live, there are no cameras and stuff, so I ended up touching the locomotive. I did not climb on it because if I had climbed on it, then there would have been camera. Like, there were camera on top of the locomotive, but not on the side.
Oh, okay.
So I just touched and took a photo. Did the most Fomer thing you would think possible, you know?
Yeah. So the other thing is that there are phone charts out there that just climb into the locomotive. They not touch the locomotive. Not just.
Uh-oh, here comes Val.
My little
They
pony.
touch the locomotive, but they go up and climb.
Hi, my little pony.
Oh, Val said hi, Genesis.
Hey, Genesis. Hey, Genesis, little sister. I hope you're watching.
He got a wedding later on this afternoon to go to.
Is he married?
Nope.
Are you getting married? Oh my God, you're married to a bright line? Oh my God, you're married to a bright line locomotive? Good God, I thought Brightline is married to Amtrak.
No, it's my aunt who's going to get married.
Valton roasted you, Genesis. Not even Joshua escaped from her. Or, G normally roasts her friend Joshua, also Filipino, and he gay. But I guess you're not safe from the roast either from her, you know?
Oh my gosh, don't tell me. Oh my goodness, I don't even have a girlfriend yet, and now you're telling me that I'm... Oh my goodness.
I'm like that one girl in a relationship with a metro locomotive. You remember that?
Oh, holy smokes.
Alright, did you ever watch, I'm gonna bring it up, did you ever watch Demetrius' live stream about a week and a half ago where we were talking about this, about mental health, and also about how the girl who thinks she's in a relationship with a locomotive? You remember?
Well, there's another... Yeah, I remember. There's another girl who was in a relationship with an airplane.
Oh dear
The next
Jesus!
thing you know, there's gonna be somebody who's gonna have a relationship with an aircraft carrier.
Oh, probably.
Oh my goodness. What's going on with these people these days?
It's mental health. It's mental health. Plus, most of them can't get a, you know, most of them can't find a girlfriend. You know what I'm saying?
I understand. I can't find a girlfriend myself, but...
Brightline, if I will say this, to go with a Filipino girl, it's worth it. You know, you have a higher chance of finding a Filipino girl, and let's be honest, and I'm going to bring it up. You can tell a difference between a chubby American and a chubby Filipino. A chubby American girl would look with love handles and flap. Asian girls who are chubby are just more curvy, you know? Heck, let me bring it up.
Yeah.
They're chubby, but you can't hardly tell, you know?
Yeah, tell me about it.
Like, literally, moment you start noticing it, you can't unsee it. Like, literally, moment you start seeing chubby Asian girls and chubby American girls, you can see the difference. It's just mind-boggling.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Okay, so you're... Okay. I'll take that advice from you. Okay,
But,
like, seriously.
like, it's crazy, ain't it?
I wonder what... Yeah. Speaking of Well, let's get back to the air. Well, to trains.
Yeah, trains, not a plane live stream.
Yeah, tell me about it. Gee, I'm not a sellout because of.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm now an airline sellout.
yeah, don't be one of those, bud.
Well, there are some airline reviewers who actually tell it out how it is. Like, seriously, there's one guy that actually complained about American Airlines, about the product in American Airlines, and
Yeah, but
he did not like it. Let's face it, he did not like it.
all right. Well, let's talk about the trains and not go down that rabbit hole. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of that, when I was telling you earlier about the snow, we're about to get snow Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. You know. So,
Oh,
and they're saying it's probably going to be big.
oh, I see.
But yeah. Heck, we got about another 40 minutes, so yeah, to be easy. But let me just say this, like, with Vermont, Maine, and New Hampshire working together to rebuild a rail line that's been shut down to 1996, or not 1996, 1999 and early 2000, that is something I'm really looking forward to when that reopens, you know? Because, Brightline, let me be honest, just imagine the rail fan informers that are going to be up there when that line fully reopened. Just imagine that.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of chaos over there.
Not just that, but here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. The tracks where the old tracks go through, where the old track bed is, because most of the rail line is still intact. Jack, and I mean 95% of the line is still intact, though it's gonna be way easier, and I'm gonna bring up, it's gonna be way easier or rebuilding a line way faster with the infrastructure already there, you know? Like, they already have existing infrastructure. So with this, when the track get done, it's going to go through some very scenic, and I mean scenic areas, you know? So, just imagine the foamers and stuff just going up there and catching trains left and right, you know? That going to be big.
It's really gonna be big.
And very awesome, too, you know? Because the scenes up there are pretty cool, you know?
Yeah.
But
I like this meme. I like this meme.
oh, the one I sent you?
You should consolidate now.
I know, I just sent you that. But
Big blue.
yeah, Conrail. I hate to say it, but you know how Alan Fisher always say, you know, no, the rail line should be nationalized? That I don't agree with. I don't agree with that, you know?
Wait, you don't agree with that?
Like, you know, I mean, you know, like, Conrail is good, but here it's saying, like, nationalizing the railroad, making them government owned, not a good idea. You know?
Not a good idea.
Because
Look at Amtrak.
Amtrak is different, you know? But doing that to the freight railroad, you screw over a lot of companies. Now, the train tracks, on the other hand, I would say, yeah, just do that with the train tracks, but not with the railroad. Like, the railroad can buy out the line and have permission to operate on it. You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. I mean, like, the FRA needs a little bit more control over the rail lines. Just the rail lines.
I know, but
The FAA has the FAA has control over the aerospace, but not the airlines.
I know, but here what I'm saying. The railroads should not be regulated. Like, heck, we're seeing how bad regulations are on the railroads. You get what I'm saying?
I got what you're saying.
Like, it's just crazy. Like, and my thing is, and I'm gonna bring it up, it's that the rail lines are actually regulated, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and let me bring it up. Let me bring it up. Up at that. We regulate the railroad too much, you know? And eventually that's going to catch up and screw it up, you know? That for sure. And when it happens, it's going to be more messy than ever.
Yeah.
But I'm really keeping my eye on, you know, on everything. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, whew. A little hot in here. I gotta turn off that heater and turn this fan on.
O si no, hablar con ella para que aproveche un tiempo que él tiene que ir a, dice que es
There we go.
una clase que están ahora presenciales.
So,
Aprovechar bien
all right.
presenciales para que ella con un día de lo va.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Oh,
Had to turn the fan on. It was starting to get a little hot in here, you know? Ugh. Whew. Whew. But let me get back to this. Is that what we need to do is deregulate the railroads in a way that, you know, corruption don't happen, you know? Because all the regulation and stuff is the reason why we have so big of class ones we have, you know? Freaking monopoly, am I right?
yeah.
But-
Yeah. I'm actually reading about Palestine is really conflict. Yeah, we have a stalemate.
Oh yeah, that for sure. Oh, by the way, you heard about TikTok?
Yeah, it's gonna get banned.
Don't worry, when Trump get in, he unbanning TikTok. He done said that, you know?
Yeah. But here's the thing. He's gonna unban it. I think the president doesn't even have the power to unban TikTok.
Well,
Hear me out.
the people who are you're going to laugh at, but the people who are regulating and banning TikTok are the same one that the Vokes wanted in office, you know? Yep.
Yeah.
The same people who complain and talk about BLM and all that are the ones that are doing it. What happened? Oh, you about to put your food in there, didn't you?
No, it's dead. It's already wet.
I know, I talked about you about to put your food in there, dirtying up. Oof.
David, speaking of TikTok, we have another Chinese app called Red Note.
Oh, I know, I heard about it.
Oh, gosh. That is way too much. There's a lot of communist,
I know. But here, Jane, if we, like Brightline, if I'm gonna bring it up, if we keep on banning stuff like TikTok and stuff, it's gonna make the communist people look better than us. It's gonna make the communists look like the good guys when they're not, you know?
Exactly.
And you don't want that, you know?
You don't want bad people to make it.
Yeah.
And thing is, we're actually not a democracy. We're a republic, you know?
No, we're not.
No, the U.S. We're not a democracy. We're what you call a republic. You know? We've been a republic since our birth. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I did came to that realization about a week and a half ago.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, about TikTok. I think the company who owns TikTok should have actually sold the company. This would have never happened.
Yeah, they should have, you know.
What?
Like, they should have sold it to an American company to fuck over.
China.
Not China, would have fucked over the idiots who are going against it, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Even though I don't like TikTok and I will never use TikTok, not my thing, I just don't agree with what they're doing because here, team, that would be the excuse because a lot of people are calling it a modern day book burning, which it is.
Really?
Yeah.
It is.
Am I right, Genesis?
Alright, you're absolutely right. Listen, I would not be surprised if Snapchat and Instagram would have actually lobbied Congress to kill it off.
To be honest, the moment they try, that'll be pretty bad, you know?
Listen. You know, Snapchat is now dead ass right now.
I had some earlier.
You're gonna buy me some next week. I mean, after next week.
I know, got snow coming in next week.
Yeah, talk to your boss.
But, Brightline, let me get back to what I was saying. Is that stuff is going crazy, you know? Real crazy.
You and your crazy antics.
Am I right?
Alright.
And with it looking more and more likely that, yes, we're going to be getting snow. It going to be fucking crazy. Really fucking crazy. That for sure. And when it happens, that gonna be real interesting, you know? Because look, we have not had snow in 7 years. 7 years in 2018. Ain't that crazy? But yeah. So any news updates on the rail system there in the DR?
Yeah, no, there's no chance of news in the DR.
Jeez. Also, Brightline, I got some quick update from you from a buddy of mine that lived right by the California High-Speed Rail project. He told me that they're already putting the concrete ties down.
I see.
So, and saying it, even though that track that they had last week was a prop track, you know, even though that was a prop, crazy thing is that they are putting concrete ties down with steel rails, meaning, you know, they are doing exactly what they're doing now. They're finally putting the tracks down. Can you believe that? And it's about time, you know? Like, they're finally putting the rails down, and I'm wondering where they're going to put the maintenance shop, you know? Because that's going to be interesting when they do it, you know?
Yeah.
But it's crazy, ain't it?
It is crazy.
But something to look forward to, you know? And I know the reason why they're doing this, you know?
I know.
Brightline West, you know? It looked like how Brightline is starting to break ground and both begins construction this year. A wake-up call to them to get their act together too, you know what I'm saying?
Yep. I mean, like, basically, Brightline is actually in the forefront.
Like, let me be honest. Brightline is the railway that is getting all the other railways to wake up saying, yeah, we gotta get this done before our competition do it before us, you know? Like, I remember when Brightline started up and Amtrak looked at them saying, alright, yeah, we need to start getting our act together, you know what I mean? Like, that's insane.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Like, I remember the moment that Brightline came out and started operating them P-42s, or not P-42, but them Siemens Chargers, that was a wake-up call to Amtrak, wasn't it?
It was.
And it real crazy, ain't it? But, yeah.
It's real crazy.
But, how long do you got before you got to leave? Like, how long? Because... Oh.
Your sister?
Oh, that right. It's 5 o'clock there. Crap.
It's my mom. She's calling me to prepare.
I know, but you're probably already prepared, aren't you?
No, I'm not. I gotta listen. I have to prepare myself.
I know. Let's get to the news. Let's get to the news, and then it'll be good for you today. You know.
Get out, Chloe.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get to the rail news.
Yeah, let's get to the rail news. All right, let's start with our home railroad, CSX. That's one of my favorite railroads. All right. Vamos a terminar ahora.
Sure.
All right. Yeah, there's no news about CSX right now.
Huh. That.
Hold on, let me. All right, I think this is gonna be fast right now.
Oh yeah, I think it'll be a fast one.
Yeah, I feel like this is gonna be a fast one.
Chloe.
Right, CSX. There's no news about CSX.
Oof.
Okay, well, there's something. Rail Teamsters ratify contract at CSX.
Oh,
That's 5 days ago.
not good.
Special conditions for CSX permit outlined in USA CE letter. National District U.S. Army Corps of Engineers issued a letter to CSX Transportation listing 8 initial corrective measures. Probably in North Carolina. They need to rebuild all that.
Oh yeah, that for sure. The line is still major damage. Plus the river have changed route, so they're going to have to refigure the line a little bit. You know.
Yeah. Town of Prosperity looks for answers at the CSX slow response during power outage. Ooh. Alright. Benson Montgomery awarded gold medal from CSX Select Site Program.
That crazy in itself, for sure.
Yeah. Okay, let's check Norfolk Southern next.
Oh yeah.
That's crazy in itself. Norfolk Southern raises former 10 city site in Pottstown. Oh, shoot.
Norfolk Southern.
That's a big oof.
Yeah, Norfolk Southern. Really? Really, Norfolk Southern? Oh, brother.
Yeah. A 10th city in Pottstown. Seriously? Yeah, of course you gotta clear up the tracks, but I mean, come on.
Like, come on. Don't become the bad guy, you know? Like,
those living there were offered temporary hotel housing.
Oh
Yeah, it's the homeless.
Oh yeah. Temporary hotel housing? Alright. Not CX. Norfolk aren't actually doing good right there then, you know? At least they're not kicking these people out into the, wild and giving them hard time, you know?
Yeah.
Heck, if I were Norfolk Southern, it would be a perfect opportunity to get them jobs. Like, heck, you got a workforce right there that you might be able to use, you know?
Yeah.
Am I right?
You're absolutely right. Norfolk Southern marks 50th anniversary of training center in McDonough. In Atlanta. Yeah. Norfolk Southern donates to locomotive restoration.
Not a good thing.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah. Norfolk Southern Railroad trained employees for State National Training Center. You know what? Good for them. Good on for them.
It's a good thing, you know?
Not again. It's been a long time since I have ever heard the words East Palace.
Oh, dear Jesus, no. Not East
Palace State Line Tavern files $5 million lawsuit against Norfolk Southern.
Get it to end already?
Well, apparently someone from there actually filed a lawsuit.
It's been 3 years. 3 freaking years, you know? Am I right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, 3 freaking years. Like, let it die already.
It's been 3 days ago.
I know, but let it die already. It's been since 2022, you know? Might be 2023. Might be wrong. But it's been long enough. So they did need to let it go already. But let's get to the news before you have to leave.
Yeah, true. Jeez. At least Norfolk Sun does not actually had led East Palestine once, and this is the first time East Palestine had actually popped up.
In a long time, I know.
Once. It's been a long time. Uh, the NSF cuts time off allocations for U.S. railroaders after 24 days go unused.
Ugh.
Wait. Hell no.
Oh, did not be doing that. Did not be doing that.
BNSF.
Be
Burlington Northern NFA.
Alright, look like BNSF is becoming the new villain now, you know?
Yeah.
Because let me be honest about the bright line. It's that if you're cutting, like, you know, not allowing people to save up their PTO, then you're pretty much a scumbag corporation, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, but the moment you start, you know, getting rid of people, you know, protected PTO and like making it where they can't save it all up to say something big happens, then that's pretty scummy, am I right?
Right. Okay. BNSF buys land for a big terminal. It's the $1.5 billion Barstow International Gateway project.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's crazy. The NSF Barstow project to proceed after CARB emissions rule withdrawn.
That a good scene right there, you know?
Yeah. And I think that's it for BNSF. Let's check on Union Pacific.
I'm gay. You're gay, David. David, you hear me? You're gay.
That
Oh
Velvet.
no. Oh no.
Union Pacific?
Oh, yeah.
What?
17-year-old girl struck and killed by Union Pacific train in Los Molinos.
Send me that article on Discord, you know?
Oh, that's bad. It's a teenage girl, 17 years old. That's bad.
Really is.
Oh, wait.
David, you're gay. David, you're gay. David, you're gay. David is gay. Look at my t-shirt,
Val.
y'all. Play video games.
Trains.
Trains. I know this is not living with voice of autism live stream. I know that. But David is gay. David is gay.
I'm not.
David is gay. Okay, Brightline. I thought Brightline is married. Genesis. I thought Brightline is married to Amtrak. You know why? He got the same traveling speed. And they got the same type of hot dog that they created. And they got the same locomotive they have. And he's trying to kick his Dewey.
I'm not kicking Dewey, I'm rubbing him on the belly with my foot.
Oh, Brightline. I thought your sister is having a My Little Pony marathon.
Quick, you gotta go.
And yeah, it's just roasting game.
I know. But Brightline,
Okay,
let's get back to not Amtrak, but Union Pacific.
You're gay. Sorry.
I'm not.
But
Sweetie
Brightline,
bun.
enjoy your wedding and enjoy being married. Hear me? Go find a girlfriend.
Speaking of, we got a train coming. Yeah, we'll get to you in the Pacific.
Jeez, that's really bad. A 17-year-old girl got scrubbed by that train. Oh my god.
Ugh. Not the oof.
Oh, there's something good. Well, at least there's something good about them. UP. PTC, the high-tech system helping keeping America's always on track. Railways on track.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, they actually made an article. How about that?
Oh, yeah. Oops, sorry, Dewey.
Union Pacific employee announces candidacy for Omaha City Council District 4.
Sorry, a little bit too hard on Dewey.
Andrew Adams for Omaha City Council District 4. Wait, it's a railroader running for city council?
Oh boy, we're going to do something wild with that.
Oh, that's pretty interesting.
You like that, boy? Goodbye.
That is really interesting.
It is. But next one should be CN and then CPKCS.
Alright, CPKC. Let's check on CPKC next. CPKC workers vote overwhelmingly in favor of strike action. Oh, not again.
Oh, dear Jesus.
Oh.
What is going on with them?
CPKC workers vote to begin strike on January 29th.
Not only a week from now.
Uniform members vote in favor of strike action against CPKC.
Oof.
Dude, what the heck is going on with CPKC?
So same with both, am I right?
But these people are not. There's gotta be it's gotta strikes back in 1998. And those same people who leaded the strike back then were now the CEOs of Boeing. This might be happening. This might be happening in CPKC as well.
Oh boy.
There might be workers who kind of want efficiency or profit over money, and probably, and by the time they get to that CEO position, they screw over the company.
True.
I'm just saying, okay?
Money agreed.
Yeah.
Money destroy everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But let's get to the news because you're running out of time.
Yeah. Let's check out with Canadian National. Oh, I have ever heard of Justin Trudeau actually got resigned.
Oh, I know. I already know about that. You don't need to tell me. I already know it.
Oh, holy smokes. They're going to have an election before Justin Trudeau. Before the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
5:33.
yeah, like get to the top real quick before you have to go.
Yeah. Canadian National Railway launches hybrid locomotive pilot project.
All right.
CN's acquisition of Iowa Northern approved by STB.
Oh no!
Oh gosh.
What the fuck, CN?
Iowa Northern.
Up, Iowa Northern. That was a good railroad. R.I.P.
A bad road. That kind of gives me that Montana Railway vibe.
I know. Like, Jesus Christ, can this stuff be illegal now? Like, can they put a pause on it for the next 20 to 30 years until new railroads pop up? You know?
Apparently not.
It's money and greed, corruption.
Yeah. CN Rail invests America's future. Oh wait, that's in 2024. Well, wait, hold on. Yeah, that sucks. Losing another railroad. Let's check on via rail. Well, before we get on to the passenger rails, let's get down to Ferromex.
Yep, Ferromex, and after that, via Amtrak and Brightline.
Yeah, Ferromex. Let's check on Ferromex. Oh, 27 migrants in a boxcar.
Mm.
Oh, they actually tracked down 27 migrants in Ferromex installations and then filed them.
Oof.
Two minors are included as well. Out of the 27, two are actually teenagers.
Uh-oh. Well, that not good.
Oh, yeah, it kind of sucks if you think about it.
It is.
So 25 of them were adults. 25 of them were adults, and two were just underaged.
Mm.
It sucks. It hell sucks. Oh, there's a fire.
Mm-hmm. But
There's a fire. Yeah, there was a great fire hazard in one of those coaches in the Ferromex yard.
oof. That's
Yeah.
all right, but let's it.
Oh, yeah. Someone got hit by a Ferromex train. Well, it was a car got hit by a Ferromex train. Who wants to beat the train at all costs? And I thought, we have the same problem, and we thought we're the only ones who have that problem. Mexico too. I mean, like, if you're trying to at least just wait for the train, don't beat the train. David, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. Like, don't beat the train. It's not worth it.
Yeah, even Mexicans are trying to beat the train.
It everywhere. They do it in every country.
Yeah. Well, I guess we end. Let's check with the Florida East Coast right now. Florida East Coast Railway. Okay. No. No news about them. FEC. No news about FEC. I've checked with Via Rail. Passenger rail.
Hmm? All right.
Passenger rail segment.
All right.
Via Rail and Canada's accessibility efforts.
All right.
Yeah, that's 2 weeks ago. Okay. Yeah. Delays. Trudeau resignation threatens Toronto, Quebec City high-frequency rail project. Ooh. Yeah.
Ugh, fuck Trudeau, you know? I'm glad that he getting removed, you know?
Yeah.
No, Trudeau.
Trudeau. Oh, I don't
The Canadian Prime Minister.
Oh, Trudeau. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that controversial guy.
Yeah, good he getting removed. Good.
Why do you say so? Because scandal?
Yeah.
Not just that, but he
Yeah.
making it hard for passenger rail.
Oh, that.
Mm-hmm. No one likes him,
Yeah.
that for sure.
Tell me about it.
Oh, that sucks. That's gonna delay the high-frequency rail project they have there.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Anyways, let's go to Amtrak.
Mm-hmm.
Check about there's some delay. And, well, just as I thought, Amtrak expects train cancellations amid extreme cold weather conditions.
Do you know where we're at?
Yep.
Brightline, do you know where they're expecting that at?
Oh, geez.
They're expecting that here in... They're expecting that here in the south.
Yeah. Amtrak expands service with new daily trips between Los Angeles and San Diego.
That good. All right, and now
Amtrak derails decades. Yeah, Amtrak derails decades of deals to serve my. Okay, that's 3 weeks ago.
yeah. All right. Well, let's get to Brightline because I can tell your mom is getting impatient.
Ugh. All right, 2 more articles and then we're done.
Yes. Gee.
All right, Brightline raises $2.5 billion of private funds for Vegas to LA bullet train.
Oh, that good. That is real
Last
good.
but not least, Brightline train strikes vehicle in Palm Beach Gardens. Driver reports minor injuries.
Ah,
All right.
not again.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Tell me about it.
but yeah, but you have a good evening, Brightline, and I hope you can deal with that wedding because I know you probably don't want to go to it. But
Yeah. Well, I'll see you later, David Mitchell.
all right, later, bud.
See ya.
All right. All right, that was what Genesis. Like, I feel bad. Genesis is not going to like having to deal with a wedding. And Michael called me. You called?
You see the video I sent you?
Oh yeah.
Fucking Target buggy here. How the hell?
You did that. You did that.
Hell no, I did not do that.
Oh, by the
You
way.
honestly think I would go to Target? Like, honest to God, I hate Target. Why would I go to Target?
Oh, by the way, late Tuesday and Wednesday we're getting snow.
Yes, I know. I watched the news.
So
Why is that here?
I don't know because I've been off for the last 3 days. I'll see it tomorrow, that for sure.
It's on the grocery side.
All right then, yeah. Probably a homeless person.
That's a long walk.
Drop me.
Target's in Citadel Mall. That's like forever. Well, it's funny because they got one of y'all's cards, so I guess it's a fair trade, you know?
Yeah, fair trade.
Are y'all gonna use it, or are y'all gonna end up getting rid of it?
Probably getting rid of it. We normally do that.
Is that the first one you've seen here?
No, it's not. Like, to be honest, it's not the first one. There was one there about 5 years ago.
Oh, before I started working there? Or started
Yep.
working here?
Before you started working there.
And what happened to said buggy?
Got thrown away, you know?
Well, yeah. Target needs to come get their car from Walmart.
Oh yeah, that for sure.
But are they gonna do it? No.
Nope. But I gotta see any.
Looks like they got one.
I gotta see if some of the train guys are on here because I am live streaming right now, Brightline.
Well, I'm at your job right now.
I'm off today.
Congratulations. Oh my god, have you been to the train tracks behind Walmart?
No, I have seen them, but no. Why?
You haven't walked down there?
No, I have never walked down there.
Maybe one day when I come out, one day maybe when you're working and you're off or something, me and you can walk down there.
All right. Might be able to catch some trains down there. That would be worth it.
But I know all I know is a lot of y'all's buggies are down there.
Oh yeah, that for sure.
I walked down there once, and this is when I still went to West Ashley, and I walked through there to get to Walmart, and there was like 12 of y'all's buggies down there.
Oh yeah. Heck, they're dumbed down on at the end of the road, you know.
So, can you please tell me why there's a Target card here?
I don't know. Like, I don't know.
You know as much as I do?
Yep, that's all I know.
I think there was a Bilo cart down there too when I was
There was, but it all gone. But I'll talk to you later because I'm live streaming right now, bud.
Shout me out.
Shout out to Michael I'm out talking to him right now.
Hello, live streaming people. I'm at Walmart, of all places in the world.
But yeah, talk to you later, bud.
Alright, bye-bye.
Later. Michael. Oh. Cleaning those out? We have never used them before, you know? If y'all don't know, me and Val got them Baby Yoda cups. And what are you doing? Making some chocolate milk?
Yep.
For both of us?
Yep.
That my wife. Good.
Not playing my favorite game today, but you know.
I know, stuff don't go our way sometime. You gotta know that.
Oh, you're live streaming?
Yeah, I'm still am, Phil.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were Brightline gonna have a TV show. The Brightline show.
I gotta see if any of the other guys are busy or not because
You're talking about
I'm gonna be live streaming for another
6 hours?
no, for another 40 minutes or so, probably less than that. But that's snow next week. I'm really looking forward to. Pfft. You put the milk in first, you little butt.
It's not. There's no milk in it.
There's milk in there. My wife can be weird sometimes. But yeah, with all the crazy stuff that happened, like up in New England with the reactivation of the Mountains Division and all of that,
Oh, yeah?
that is amazing.
Are you going to have a interview about trains and how we watch the Amtrak?
To be honest, though, I am looking forward to them reactivating that line because that line is super vital. It's super vital in this day and age.
Want some extra chocolate, David?
Hmm?
Extra chocolate for you. There you go.
You don't use water in it.
I know. I just washed it. There you go, put it on.
It. You use a spoon to mix it around, by the way.
There you go. Here comes David's train insects.
My wife is something else, but I'm lucky for her.
Really?
Yeah, did you hear it? I'm lucky for her.
Hey, I think your wife is playful and weird. So here goes David's obsession with my little pony.
But let me go back over to Discord see what one of the railway guys are still online.
Real guys? Oh yeah, David's technically it. Here you go, David.
They'll call me her prince. But yeah.
My love? You want that? Ta-da!
But yeah.
Hopefully David will go crazy about me playing.
I might not want to invite FMW because of him being a little aggravated
Really?
with Trump winning. But yeah. Let's talk to Fancy Transit if he online. Alright, look like he busy. But yeah, I feel bad that Genesis is going to have to deal with a wedding. You know, probably don't feel like going to it. Probably the kicker. Oh yeah, Alan Fitzgerald. Oh, he watching the football game. But we everybody probably wanting because here, Jane, football I'm mixed with, but you know, everybody have their own opinions. If y'all get what I'm saying. But let's see who. Because who? I'm going. Alright. But here my thing, like, it's been crazy with everything that is going on. Like, I mean, super crazy. Ugh, and I'll be looking forward to when subs start ramping up. Let's see who else is on. See, CXX 2057. Let's see if he on. But whew, it's been one of those crazy time. You know what? Oh, he probably don't. Never mind, because he probably think we're born. But we did got a lot of stuff, and I'm going to say that like a lot of stuff true. And when I was talking about the Mountain Division, with the articles and stuff, like we have not had like a victory like that in a long time. Let's see. Let me check, see if he busy. Because one, it'll be good to get some of the guys on. To be honest, I still think about getting an old crew on, you know? Those were the days, you know? But yeah. Let me do like a general chat. But let me just say this. Yep. Oh, Val, go ahead and put it in the sink for it to be cleaned.
David, can you wash yourself?
I'm on live, you little turd!
David, I'm not your maid.
I know, you're not my maid. I know.
So you're advocating your wife is a maid? Huh? Come on, David, keep honest with me.
But yeah.
Come on, David.
Pfft.
You don't know how to clean your dishes.
I do!
No, you gotta prepare one.
Unfortunately, called exam taking time. Happy New Year. Oh, yeah, unfortunately, college exams take time. Look like one of the guys got his college exams. That sucks.
What?
One of the guys got his college exams.
College exams?
Alright, look like.
Like your mother's busy, David.
Oh yeah, it's the new year, which explains a lot. Everybody normally busy in the new year.
New Year. Or President's
Like,
Day.
everybody normally busy when it comes to, you know, new season and all that. It's normally the case.
And also, I saw my work. There's a lot of people coming in on lunchtime. And I know the reason why. It's kind of exciting.
Oh,
It's
look like one of the guy in pain, so he won't be chatting. Oof. Yep. Look like CXX 2057 in pain right now. Also, how is it going? Well, let me invite you to. But yeah. But it's been crazy. Like, what? Hey, bud, you doing good? Oop, hold it.
Hello.
Hey, you doing good?
One of your friends?
Yep, Phil. All right. And yes, I'm still alive. I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, thanks.
Hey, you heard about the mountain division up in Vermont and Maine?
I'm not in US, I'm in Europe.
Oh.
Romania.
No, you're French?
Oh, yes, man. He's from Europe. My wife is from the Philippines. But how is rail and transit going on over there right now, like commuter rail and passenger rail?
I don't know how to say this in an elegant way, but when it comes to railways, it's a shit show.
Ooh. To be honest, it probably is. It probably is.
Sorry,
Hmm?
only recently, our national rail operator, for unknown reasons, decided to cancel for a good amount of time some trains, several trains.
Ooh, that not good. At least that not Deutsche Bahn, you know? Am I right? At least it's not Deutsche Bahn. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
But
here is another problem that the workforce in our railway industry is generally kind of old.
and the younger folks are not wanting to go into the rail industry, you know? Kind of
Several things, low wages and conditions are not attractive.
kind of seeing that happen, you know? It's eventually going to get to that point. Unlike European American rails are starting to get our act together, and it seems like the rail in Europe are starting to not get their act together. Meaning, I'm starting to see a transfer again, like railroad starting to act right here in the U.S. and starting to fall apart again in Europe. You know, every 50 to 80 years this happens. You know, but.
I put a question in our chat. How it is going with railroads in US?
Well, a lot of abandoned railroads are getting reactivated, like the Mountain Division, what I was just telling you about, up in Vermont and Maine and New Hampshire. That line been inactive, been abandoned in 2000, been abandoned for over 25 to 26 years now, and they're actually reactivating the line and reopening it. Like, they're going to start rebuilding the line this year. Then you had another line called the Earlac Cutoff in upstate New York and Pennsylvania that it also going to be being rebuilt by Amtrak in the state of New York and Pennsylvania. With that been abandoned since the 1980s. So almost 45 years. A lot of rail infrastructure here in the U.S. that been decrepit and stuff is now finally getting an opportunity to be rebuilt, you know? So we're finally getting our act together ourselves, you know? And that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
But I will say that there's one country in Europe that I think does their rail system pretty good, and that's Switzerland. You know?
They are the best.
Oh, yeah. Them and...
I saw even statistics some years ago. For example,
like the national rail operator of Germany, Deutsche Bahn. It receives something like 18 million euros yearly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, LBB receives 5 times the
Uh,
sum.
and that another railroad, like Deutsche Bahn, do a lot better now than they was before. You know, like I've been.
They have some problems, but they are generally okay-ish.
France is doing a little better. You know, the Netherlands, like good lord, the Netherlands, they're doing wonderful. You know, like I
Yeah.
I have friends who live in the Netherlands, and they told me their rail system is one of the best in Europe after Switzerland. You know, with the crazy. Then you got the Balkan states, which are working on upgrading their rail systems. You know,
Do you know what's the thing that, from what I see from my perspective, is that every country around Romania is at least trying in some way to better organize, to improve a little bit its railroad infrastructure.
oh, I know. Problem is that I'm going to say that what you're seeing in your country right now, and no one don't even realize this. We did not realize it until it was too late here in the U.S. back from the 50s to the 70s. If the car companies are trying to sneak their way in to destroy their competition, for they can have regular. What you're seeing right now is what the car company and the airlines are doing, making your systems bad to get you to buy cars and planes. You know. What I have learned.
Yeah, but our reasons are a bit different because we were a communist country, and it was a thing like in the late 80s, in the late communist, little dark age, dark communist age.
Oh
There
yeah.
were so problems like electricity ratio, food ratio, and a lot of mad things. But imagine that at that time you had to wait for the past 3 hours.
Mm-hmm. Well, I know for a fact about that. Plus, also Poland, well, it used to be a communist country, really wanted to take Russia down. You know, out of every country that I say might take Russia down is Poland. Poland might be actually one of the more powerful countries in Europe now. You know, like
Yeah,
they rank
one of the biggest.
they have one of the more powerful militaries in Europe. Plus, us here in the U.S. call them Little European Texas. That's our nickname for Poland because they're like a little Texas, you know.
I don't know what you're referring to Texas. If you're referring to the military, maybe.
I know I'm talking about with Poland because Jesus, that country where every time it's been taken over by another country like from Germany, Russia, all of that, they had enough, like they're preparing for when World War III happened. They're saying, nope, not again. Y'all are going to feel our wrath this time,
Yeah, yeah.
And I have a friend who is
Oh my
from
God.
I have a friend who is from Poland, My friend from Poland told me that Poland is more powerful now than it was ever before,
Oh, clearly.
Yeah. But
And I love the Poles, the way they are, because they are very, I don't know, strong. They have this historic conscience. Then we were fucked up in a really, really bad way historically, and we won't allow this ever again.
I know because
You pretty much did that.
Because here, team, there was a time that Poland from the 1800s until after World War I did not exist for about 20 to 30 years. From about the 1880 to 1920 when it got independent back. Then World War II happened, and then they lost their independence from Nazi Germany, let's be honest, and then they ended up becoming a Soviet republic, and then finally in the 90s, they got their identity back, with Jesus Christ. I don't blame Poland for being the way they are, Like the fact that they've been controlled by other country, their existent, and they said nope, never again, speaks a lot of volumes, you know. But yeah,
Yeah, and I also saw that they have a lot of prowess in what they do. They want to be a great military power, great technological power, and culturally again.
oh yeah,
And
and
you
they.
can really appreciate that.
Oh, I know, and heck, they were the first one who started helping Ukraine when Russia invaded them, like seriously. Like I hate to say it, if World War III breaks out that year, Poland is going to be one that really is going to be effing Russia up, Earth saying F because they're ready, you know. Like Jesus Christ, they're freaking ready. Gonna be crazy, that for sure.
Okay, but I want to return to trains. The fact is, in Romania, we developed a very high obsession with cars because that communist period when you have to wait 3 hours for a bus, trains were overcrowded and not the very cleanest.
I know.
And
To be honest, we've been having that same problem here in the U.S., and we're just now trying to fix that, you know?
so it's based on the same reasons like the big car manufacturers or highways or something like that, but more the fact that how public infrastructure was managed.
To be honest, your infrastructure will abuse, you know? Like, let me be honest, if they were doing that they straight up abused the infrastructure there in Romania when it comes to, like, giving y'all proper transit and infrastructure. Like, I always say it to my friend.
For example, for example, you know that city from Romania called Brașov.
Oh, yeah.
Have you heard?
Oh, I heard of it.
There was a time in 1970s and 80s when almost all of the mass transit system there was almost by trolley buses and trams by late 80s because of the lack of fuel, due to fuel ratio.
Oh, I know, and the fact is that I always say that you could tell how bad people take care of their transit system, or they don't invest in their transit system, when the population uses cars. The worse the transit system, the more people drives. You know? That I have noticed. Hey, same here. I live here in South Carolina, here in the U.S., and let me be honest, transit here in the city that I live in sucks. Ugh.
I'm sorry.
Heck, gotta take Uber around on the week. But yeah.
Continue.
Like I live right on the outskirts of cities, and we get what you call a rural bus that go out into the countryside. And did it only on weekdays. Like the bus only operate on weekdays, and it only come once in the morning and once in the afternoon. Like the system around here is just not superb. It's not that good, you know. Like.
Same situation here. Many.
And here, Jane, once you get into the city, the transit system get better in the city, but it only in the city like downtown Charleston. It's a big city right here along the coast. The transit system get better there, but the outskirts of the city get about hourly bus service. Anything farther out from the city, like into like the countryside, only get like once bus a day, once or twice a day. Some area get about 5 buses, but the area I live in, we only get 2 buses. And the outskirts of our city get an hour bus service. Anything in downtown, like, get about 30-minute to 15-minute hourly service, you know? It's crazy. But, yeah.
Yeah, I was also curious, how is the situation with the Class 1 railroads?
All right.
I
Well.
saw that 2 years ago, their unions want to
Well.
make.
Let's just say this: is that CPKCF and CN are two of the Canadian companies that operate here in the U.S. They're right now dealing with the strike that is getting ready to happen. That for sure. And then you have CXX up in the upstate of South Carolina and up in North Carolina is still rebuilding from that hurricane from 2024. But Jesus Christ, death toll there is almost up to 300. Ugh. Feel bad for the people up there, you know? Heck, even though we got hit by it too, you know? But Amtrak can finally get in their act together due to Brightline down in Florida, which about time that happened. California High Speed Rail is finally putting their tracks down, with that began this week. So a ton of rail stuff is happening here in the U.S. that it about time happened, you know? But
yeah, about California high speed rail. Remember when Elon Musk wanted to present us Hyperloop?
ugh,
By
dude,
the way, which is not
like
idea.
literally, like let me be honest to the subscribers on YouTube right now. Now, this is my thing, is that Hyperloop was a boondoggle. It was vaporware, just straight up vaporware, you know. And Elon Musk admitted, and I'm gonna bring it up. Reason why I don't like the guy, because I knew he did it on purpose, did to make high-speed rail and transit look bad, and you had to get people to buy his Teslas, you know? That right there is super villain-like, and I don't like that, you know?
This a heck of a lot of people know this, and this is real.
Oh, I know. And then you have people who don't believe in it, who I'm gonna say it, who live under a rock, and they coming from an autistic person. But I don't like Elon Musk. Hell, let me be honest, Kamala. I don't like Kamala or Trump. Both of them I did not agree with. But here at Jane, Kamala would have destroyed high-speed rail here in the U.S. with what she had planned, you know, because she was an airline supporter, you know. But
Really?
oh
I
yeah,
don't know.
oh yeah. If you look at how many times she take planes, that was a dead giveaway. She literally used planes for everything, you know. It was a dead giveaway, and I told everybody, if you support rail, do not support her, because you would give all that money instead of to the railroad to the airlines, you know. It did remind me of back in the late 50s, because let me be honest. What happened to the American passenger rail system was pretty fucked up, shitty, and the evil what happened to it. And most people don't realize it. Back in 1956, when passenger rail started losing ridership, the reason why it started losing ridership was because of the government. Because the government decided, oh, we're going to take money from the railroad company, from y'all, and give it to your competition, aka the car company and the airline. We're going to take your money and build their infrastructure for it and make it tax-free. Kind of fucked up, ain't it?
So
Basically, what happened to the American rail system was the government's fault. It was not because of the popularity of the car and plane. It would be because the government was taking money from the railroad and giving it to the competition tax-free. And funny thing is, the railroad, and I mean heavily regulated. The railroads are still regulated today, but not as bad as they was back in the 50s and 60s. And the reason why the railroad was regulated heavily back then was the Interstate Commerce Commission, or the ICC, which they no longer exist. They were disbanded back in 1996, with, I'd say, rest in piss, FCC, you know, because they deserve to rot in hell. But the thing is that the car company and the airline realized that the ICC doesn't govern them, so they influenced the people out there to, and also got their guy into the Interstate Commerce Commission to restrict the railroads where they could not compete with road or air. It was not because the car was popular and easier to use and the plane was faster. God forbid, no. it was because of the lie of the government and the corruption of the companies. Most people don't know about that. Because here, Jane, if it were true, you would see that in Europe and Asia. You don't. You don't see that in Europe and Asia. You don't. You only see it here in the U.S. and Canada.
I want to say from my perspective in Romania, we also have problems. Why CFR Romania Railroads decayed? Because also corruption, lack of interest from ordinary people, normal people, and no, it's somewhat understandable because you pretty much are getting tired when you want public services but you don't get it.
I know, and here, Jane, I'm going to bring it up. When you destroy your walkable city, flatten building to the ground, dip for a big ass parking lot, destroy sidewalks, dip for one more lane on a road, and make it where you can't walk, bike anywhere, or take public transit, like make it where public transit disappear and force them into car, and don't give them option. That's not freedom. That's tyranny. That tyranny right there, you know, like, literally, I always tell people this. When you destroy people options and force them into car and don't give them any other option to get around, that's not freedom. That's tyranny right there. Straight up tyranny, even in my books. Look.
In my opinion, my personal opinion, I think that this is a systemic problem, and it also have some links with this consumerism.
Mm-hmm.
You have to consume. You have this planet obsolescence, and I think you got the point.
Oh yeah, because here at Jane, trains never will go obsolete. They are the pinnacle of that transit out there that help people. Like literally, I have seen cities with transit to better. Like I'm talking about city that light rail, commuter rail, and very reliable bus transit. Even though I think buses are not that good. Sorry about that, man. I had to express my feelings about that. But when you have mass transit that is built for the people and not for a band-aid for cars like Nazi Spikes talks about, because I promote Nazi Spikes stuff on here too, because one, he got a point. Buses are used as band-aid on transit and car infrastructure, which is true. Like buses are perfect for a type of system, but when you use them for everything, that's when the flaws begin to show. You know, like
yeah, but you need a system for certain. Every system has a certain. It's good for certain things.
Exactly, and the fact is that
if you think it, even the cars, if you use them as taxes, you know that Elon Musk presented in the last year robo-van and robo-taxi. Okay, let's say you are using autonomous self-driving cars, but I think the best is to complement the mass transit.
Oh yeah, like
not to replace them.
Like, and that what they're trying to do. The car companies here in the U.S., what they're trying to do, they figure if they can replace mass transit here in the U.S., yes, they would have a monopoly on forcing people to buy cars. Like, they got a monopoly in Hawaii. Like, literally, Hawaii used to have a rail system all the way up until the 1970s. Like, their standard gauge railroad disappeared from the Big Island in the 1946 after the April Fool's Day tsunami. And then their narrow gauge rail system on the Capital Island with Oahu disappeared in 1970. So they had a narrow gauge rail system, and the bus company and the car company got a monopoly over there in Hawaii. People don't realize that.
But it's no longer about the car manufacturers. Think about big tech, Silicon Valley.
Oh yeah, that
Tesla,
too.
Owned by Elon Musk.
They figure if they figured they can get away with destroying this transit infrastructure, they would have opportunity to make more money off of people, even if the people are broke. Because let's be honest, you're poor, you're struggling money, but you have no choice but to burn through money just to get to a place, try to survive. Like literally, it's never been like that in a long time. Like a lot of time, it was with the Great Depression back in the 1920s. The problem is a lot of the company now, they don't want people to have reliable transit at all. They want people to buy their car, you know? They want to force them into the little spheres, you know? But I don't agree with it. It's tyranny. Speaking of that, we got a train going by.
Some more best.
Hey, bud, you know what crazy? We got a train going by my house right now. I live right by the train tracks. Like, we get about 25 to 26 trains per day on the line right by my house. Super active. You know? But
Most of them freight trains.
both freight train and passenger trains. We get 6 passenger trains, and the rest is freight trains, you know?
In my area, most of them are passenger commuter train. There used to be freight trains, but due to high prices for industry to produce things, no demand, well, it's complicated.
I know. It depends on what area of the country you're in and what rail line you're operating on, because there are some rail lines that get more freight than passenger, and then there are some lines that get more passenger than freight. It's same with here in the U.S. Like up in the Northeast Corridor, there are areas in the Northeast Corridor that get more freight trains. And then there are other areas up in the Northeast Corridor that get more passenger trains. It depends on where you're at in the country.
I know that you in US you have this split when you have basically freight rail and passenger rail, but here in Europe, even in Romania, most of the lines, branch or main lines are mixed use.
Oh
Mixed
yeah,
traffic.
it
Basically for everything.
same here in the U.S. It same here in the U.S. Like most of the lines here are mixed use. Then you have some line like the new line that built down in Florida for Brightline, coming from Palm Beach to Orlando. It only made for passenger trains, you know. But
Yeah.
it depends on where you're at. That for sure. And most people don't realize that. But
Yeah, Brightline seems to do a pretty good job there.
it does, but it's not as good as Switzerland. Like, I'll say this: Switzerland got a better freight system than the U.S. And that coming from an American, you know. Coming from an American, I will say this: Switzerland got a better freight system than us. But yeah.
Yeah, but here's the thing, even there in Switzerland you have free market when it comes to freight transportation.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, it's more important how you organize that free market, how much you regulate, how much you coordinate, and
Oh yeah,
I think there are a lot of factors.
that for
in
sure.
the-
Not for sure. But I will say this: that it's a good thing, you know, because it gives us something to
yeah,
strive to get better.
yeah, pretty much in the world everywhere in the worldwide, everywhere, freight trains are getting attention again.
Mm-hmm. Heck, I remember the whole East Palestine thing. That was just awful, you know.
I do it.
I
Oh my god.
I remember East Palestine, you know, like
Yep.
that was the ignorant and negligent right there, you know. Like,
Yeah, thanks to PSR.
yep. To be honest, coming from an American, PSR is bad. Like, and that coming from someone who lived in the U.S. If you,
David, I read something about this PSR, and it's basically, correct me if I'm wrong. It's really something like you put only one conductor into a big long freight train, and I don't know, for which are running less, or I know with less frequency.
The reason why that is happening is because one, they want to fire people for they don't have to pay that many for money can go to Wall Street, you know? The bean counters. Which we have a heavy problem with that here in the US. You know?
Yeah, Wall Street. Look, David, I know that you generally in America, you think that you people there, you think that free market is good and.
Oh, I don't. I don't think it good, you know? The free market here is just messed up.
Let me say this. I know that you are with entrepreneurship and capitalism and free market, but from my perspective, from what I see here, is that yeah, it doesn't apply everywhere and every time.
Yeah, I know. Like, it don't apply to everywhere because sometimes some people have control of whole countries with a monopoly, you know? Which, when I did think about it, did blow my mind how some of this stuff is allowed to happen. But yeah.
You know where free market basically fails in energy sector. For example, in my country, you have one national company, the National Transportation for Energy Company. You have this giant company which builds high voltage transmission lines for long distance transportation. But also we have regional distribution companies for managing distribution grids.
Mm-hmm.
Locally, regionally. And you have the companies which sell the electricity from the distribution, and you also have the production.
It almost
It's not really a free market, but it's basically a simulated free market.
Oh, that for sure. We have the same thing here in the U.S., but people don't realize, you know.
But let me explain. If you want to build a transmission line from point A to point B, you can build one, but you don't need 2 or 3.
Mm-hmm. Now here, Jane, I will.
Second for redundancy, but I don't know.
I will bring up a funny thing because a lot of people still think about it, but it's been a big lie since our founding. The U.S. and I'm going to bring it up. It's not a democracy. The U.S. is a republic. We've been a republic since the day our country was born back in 1776. We've been a republic since our birth, not a democracy. Most people don't realize that, you know? And that coming from an American. But, yeah. But you're probably got to get back to your exams, am I right?
Yeah, I have until tomorrow.
Alright.
7. I have still several days for exams, so.
Alright.
But yeah, thank you for the discussion. It was a pleasure for me, and.
And
it was nice.
I know. Well, you have a good Sunday there, man, because I already know it already technically it already night there, so you have a good one.
Hey, have a good weekend, you too.
You too, man. Peace.
Bye-bye.
Alright, that was one of our friends from, you know, but yeah, what he's saying is true. It's a big eye-opener when you start thinking about it, but yeah. But yeah. But let's get SMW on if at the last guy for the day, but or if you don't, then we might just call it a day. But let me just say this: a lot of the stuff he say is true, but it's just mind-boggling. But whew, it's been a crazy thing. I look like he's busy. Oh well. Is there something in the ACR server? Alright. Yeah, he busy. And Gorda at work. But yeah, but I think we should end it here because it is already 5:30. I do got work around 10 tomorrow. I might try to come in around 9 because, let's be honest, I am trying to make more money before the winter storm get here because looking like it's something historic coming, which I'm actually looking forward to. But I hope everybody enjoyed the live stream. Please like and subscribe. And we'll talk to you guys later. Peace. Bye, guys, and have a nice day.